This is how you started from just one cell.
Week 3 is where pregnancy development begins at the microscopic level. An egg and a sperm join to form a single cell called a zygote. That one cell already contains the DNA blueprint for development. Over the next days, it starts dividing again and again while traveling, turning into a small ball of cells called a blastocyst.
By week 4, the ball of cells, called a blastocyst, reaches the uterus and attaches to the uterine wall. This step is called implantation. Once attached, it can receive nourishment from the mother's blood. That connection is one reason week 4 is such a major milestone. The developing pregnancy is now anchored and supported for the weeks ahead.
Between weeks 6 and 7, the embryo changes fast. Small arm and leg buds start to grow, and the brain begins forming distinct areas. The heart is developing and can beat in a regular rhythm. By week 8, the arms and legs are longer, hands and feet start to take shape, and the lungs begin forming. In short, limbs, heartbeat rhythm, and early lungs, big steps in just a couple of weeks.
Around week 10, eyelids become more developed and begin to close, and facial features become more distinct. The developing baby is no longer called an embryo, it's a fetus, the stage that continues until birth.
In weeks 11 to 12, the face is well formed, limbs are long and thin, and details like nails begin to appear. The big idea here is refinement. The body plan is set, and features get clearer. In the early second trimester, the fetus is growing quickly. By this period, limbs are long and thin, and a tiny fist can form. Muscle tissue and bones keep developing, and bones become harder. This is also when movement begins.
Small stretches and motions that are happening even before many people can feel them. In other words, longer limbs, stronger structure, and the first practice moves.
By around weeks 19 to 21, the fetus can hear and is more active, moving and floating more. Many parents first notice movement around this time, often described as fluttering, sometimes called quickening.
By the end of this period, swallowing can begin too. The key idea, movement gets more noticeable, senses like hearing come online, and everyday reflexes start to develop. Around week 26, footprints and fingerprints are forming, and air sacs form in the lungs, though the lungs aren't ready to work outside yet.
In weeks 27 to 30, the brain grows rapidly, and the lungs begin producing surfactant, a substance that helps air sacs fill with air. This is why this stage matters. The brain and lungs are building the foundation for life after birth.
In the third trimester, growth is fast. In weeks 31 to 34, the baby gains a lot of fat and shows rhythmic breathing motions. Practice breaths even though the lungs may still be finishing their final steps. Bones are fully developed but still softer than after birth, and the body begins storing important minerals. This stage is about preparing, adding energy reserves, rehearsing breathing, and getting systems ready for delivery.
By the end of pregnancy, the baby may be born any day. Medically, week 40 is about 38 weeks after conception, and birth can happen around this time.
Many professional definitions also describe full term as 39 weeks through 40 weeks and 6 days after birth.
The newborn period refers to the first 28 days of life. This final stage is the transition from growth inside to adaptation outside.